Well, we're out in the bush today. We got there's about 6 logs to mill up, so we got the my chainsaw mill, and we're going to mill them up into 1-bys. I like to just put them into 1-inch slabs with live edges, and then I can trim the edges later on. This way I'm not cutting like 1x6 or 1x8s and then I need 1x10s, or cutting 1x3s and I need 1x6, and this way it gives me lots of material to work with. And I'm just going to be putting it's going to be the siding for my shack, so it doesn't have to be anything specific. I'm just going to make a straight edge on one end and then chalk line it on the shack and nail it into place, and I'll go from the bottom up. So but there's 3 right here. They're nothing special. The smallest one's probably 11 inches, maybe 12 inches. That's probably 14, and that's probably 16 inches. And there's a couple down there that I still got to cut off. They blew down, so there's one on that side and there's at least one on that side. So these were just blowdowns, so they're perfect to use because I'm not cutting them. I'm not cutting live trees down. They blew down, so we're using them up. They're not just going to sit in the bush and rot. The tops are still left, but had a big storm last spring maybe, I forget when, but it blew 2 big spruce down over there, and another white pine back closer to the house that we got to do up, but I think a lot of it's rotten. So but yeah, these are good. These will make some lumber. We're like I said, we're looking for 1-bys. It'll probably be, I think, 1 1/4 I think is as low as the saw will go, but we'll get it as thin as we can anyways, and we'll probably get 3 or 4 out of that, 4 or 5 out of that, and probably 8 or 9, maybe 10 out of that one. So need about 350 square feet, I guess, and then my peaks, so probably 450, I would guess. But we're gonna get to work, get some smoke going, because the deer flies are pretty wicked out here. Maybe rub a bit of bug spray on my neck. But time to go to work. Forgot my broom. So that's what we do. So that's what we do all the way down the log. We make my first cut because I screw my flat edge down. So that's a 2x10 with some angle iron screwed into it to help keep it rigid. So that's my reference face. And I put that down on the log. I screw it down and try and keep it fairly flat. I don't want it to twist at all. And I set my depth on here. There's a graduation right on here. Probably can't see it. I set it at about 3 3/4 inches because my screws are 3.5 inches. And that way I don't hit my screws. I have done that. It's not fun. Basically screws your chain. And yeah, I make my first cut and then I take the board off and I put take my live edge off. This one here, that will use for firewood next year out at the shack. And then you go back and you set your depth on the saw back to the thickness of material you want. I set it at I think 1.25 inches. and that's what you get. It's usually off a bit because the bar flexes on the one end. This is the smallest mill, the Alaskan, I think it's the smallest one, and then the next sizes up have handles that you can grab onto here, and it also pinches your bars, so your bars, the tip's not flexing. So I always get a bit of a deviation on the one end, but we'll just have a quick look and see what we can get. So, you know, 1 and 5/16, and just shy of 1 and 5/16. So I mean, yeah, you're probably looking at an 1/8 of an inch difference. Oop, probably not even on camera. You know, you got that's basically 1 1/4 inches there, and you're 1 and 5/16 inches. You know, so anywhere from an 1/8 to a 1/16 kind of on a taper like that. Not the end of the world. I got a jointer and a planer, so if I really got to clean something up, well, we'll make it happen. But it's really humid out today. They're calling for thunderstorms, so I'm going to at least try and get these couple logs done. We'll see you later.